Hey everyone, Joey here with Green Horizon Trade. Let's break down today's ORB Scanner setups for December 30th of 2025. Today the ORB Scanner flagged EKSO as one of the top setups and it delivered clean confirmation and continuation. On the flip side, AXTI was the weakest name of the day and never gave a clean reason to be involved or to execute it. I'll walk you through it so you can see the difference between the two the two stocks. Today was another good example of why sticking to your plan matters more than forcing trades. When you force a trade, you tend to get in it for the wrong reasons. Maybe it starts taking off, and you don't know what to do, and then it ends up taking. And you end up actually losing money on those. There was an early movement across a few names, but only one really respected the structure and trend I like to focus on. The difference today came down to execution, not predicting. Now let's go ahead and get into EKSO, which was my top pick for today. This one confirmed above the orb high and stayed strong above the VWAP. So it did get me in. And it was interesting because I have it about 2 cents off. So I got in about 91, 891. And the high was actually 904, I believe is what it was. And that brings down. But because I stuck with my strategy, which was when I first get in, I let it move and then as long as it doesn't go below the or below, I stay into the stock, and that played well for me. As you can see, another one of my strategies is when I'm trying to get or when I'm looking to get out is if it crosses below the EMA 9, which on here you can see the blue and white line is my EMA 9, and you can see how it tanks just below it. As soon as it got below this, because I moved my stop loss up. I keep it slightly under the MA9. I got out around 10:15, 10:17. Let me draw that line for you. So I got out roughly around here. Is where I got out. Now, as you can see, the stock kept going. This is one of the hot stocks for today, and so if you want to get back in there, I know I mentioned this before in some of my other videos, which is called the BRB, which is break, retest, and break again. Right here shows you a nice entry point. So if you wanted to get back into this, again, what you'd want to look at is right here. First off, you want it to break the 1078, okay? And then you're also looking at the trend. Okay, so let's move over to, let's draw a trend line. Looks like it forces it over. So here's the trend right here. As you can see, it dropped down. It broke the trend, the downtrend on here. It did kind of form a flag, as you can see, where it goes down, it gets tighter, tighter, and tighter, and then it just busts out of that. And then as soon as it breaks above here, it sets you up for another good trade, which, if you stuck with the same thing with the EMA 9, you got in right here, you could have made approximately about another 50 cents per share on this, 56 cents per share, which is another 5% on the trade. So you would have your 5% there, and then in addition to that, I got another 14%. So I walked away with 14% today. That was enough for me, so I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm washing my hands. $1.27 a share, which isn't bad. It's a good way to go. So if you want to see these setups live instead of after the fact, after them moving, the ORB Scanner is linked. The ORB Scanner, I have a link below for you. There's a free trial if you want to follow along. This program is something I invented or created for you guys and also for myself to help me find these stocks while I'm trying to, work during the day and stuff like that. So getting back into it, today's biggest takeaway was trade management. My exit rule was simple and consistent. If the stock dropped below 9 EMA, as I mentioned earlier, I was out of the trade. Having these rules really removes emotions. I'm not guessing my tops. I'm not hoping for more. I just take what I can get and then I walk away and I'm happy with it. If I lose, I lose. I have rules set against those. So if I lose so much money in a day, I just walk away, and that's really the key thing, is be kind of more robotic. Once EKSO finally lost that EMA initially, that was my signal to step aside and lock in all my gains. I didn't want to give back what I've already learned. Following the rules is more important than squeezing every last dollar out of the move. Yes, there was this downtrend. Yes, I lost, a good decent amount right here, and another good one could have been to get out on this first red dagger. But my rule is that EMA. I've had times where it just kind of never it dipped down this low, bounced right off the EMA, and I still was able to gain more. Now let's go ahead and talk about the failed trade today. The one that didn't really do too good, and this is why we want to stick to the rules, which is AXTI. The stock never confirmed above orb high and struggled to hold the trend. So as you can see here, if I draw my horizontal line again, okay, my orb high is around 1727 is where you want to get in. It never hit those. It had troubles even just breaking its own resistance, which is around $17, $17.10, which is where it's kind of hitting those levels. And as you can see, it just cannot break it. It goes up, hits it, gets smacked down. Goes up, hits it, smacks down. And so it's really respecting that $17 range. And since it can't break that, it's a no trade for me. I mean, it just can't get over it. Now, if it could get over this little hump, I'm pretty sure it would have just shot up, but it can't do it. So I'm not gonna, watch it, focus on it. But because I didn't get in it when it was rushing within the first 15 minutes, you can see it does really good. It goes from, about $15, $15.20, all the way up to $17.20. That's $2 a share. I know a few people probably got into this trying to chase that high, like, man, I got to get in, and volume's high. And then look, they lose out. If they held it, I mean, they're still down, over $1, which is, obviously you lost gains, and I'd be surprised if it gets any higher than that. And so this is why it's really important to stay focused on your strategy. Okay, EKSO rewarded patience and disciplined exits, and AXTI showed why forcing trades without confirmation leads to problems. Your strategy doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be followed. Consistency comes from rules, not emotions. If you want to trade these setups live with clear levels and defined rules, check out the ORB Scanner. The link is below with the free trial. I'll be back tomorrow with another breakdown. I appreciate everyone watching. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe below, or even head over to my website. I have a lot of free educational material at greenhorizontrade.com. Thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.